Not all heroes wear capes. Some carry brooms, and some carry light. This is the story of a man no one noticed until the day everything changed. In a quiet town, there was an old school. Hundreds of children ran through its halls every day. Teachers taught, students laughed, bells rang, and the building came alive. But long before the day began, before the sun even rose, one man had already arrived. His name was Ravi. He was the school's janitor. No one saw him come. No one saw him leave. But the school was always spotless, shining. Every morning at 4:30 a.m., Ravi walked to the school with a small lunchbox and a flashlight. He unlocked the gates, swept the leaves, wiped the desks, lit incense in a hidden corner, and then he sat in silence. He looked up at the early sky and whispered, "Let today be full of light." He did this every single day for 25 years. He never told anyone. Not even the principal knew. To others, he was just the janitor. But something about the school always felt. One rainy morning, a new teacher arrived early. She saw an old man sweeping the stairs with slow, steady hands. "Sir, are you the janitor?" she asked. Ravi smiled gently. "Yes, ma'am, I'm just finishing." "Why do you come so early?" He looked up at the sky, then down at the wet floor. "I open the school before the children arrive," he said, "and sometimes I open the sky." The teacher blinked. "What do you mean?" He just smiled again. "You'll feel it one day." Over time, the teacher began to notice something. When students entered the school in the morning, they became calm, even the rowdy ones. Fights happened less. Tears dried faster. Smiles came easier. She started asking around, "Why do you like coming to school?" One little girl said, "I don't know. It just feels safe here, like someone's hugging me, even if I can't see them." Another child whispered, "When I step in, it feels like the day will be okay." One day the teacher came very early. She followed the sound of a soft chant and found Ravi sitting in the supply room. A tiny candle flickered beside him. There were no idols, no books, just silence. "Are you praying?" she asked softly. He nodded. "Not to any god, just to the morning. I say, thank you to the day before it begins." She sat beside him, and in that moment, she felt it too, a peace so deep it touched her bones. Weeks later, the school held a special morning assembly for Teachers' Day. The principal asked, "Who do you think is the most important person in this school?" Students shouted names of teachers and the headmaster. Then a soft voice from the back said, "Uncle Ravi." Silence. Then another voice. "He makes this place feel like home." Another. "He helps us before we even come." Soon the whole crowd began to clap. Eyes turned toward the edge of the field, where Ravi stood with his broom trying to hide. The principal called him forward. Ravi looked shocked. He stepped slowly onto the stage. The children stood and clapped, a standing ovation. For a man who never asked for anything, who never missed a day, who swept not just floors, but sadness, fear, and stress. The principal handed him a small medal. It wasn't gold. It didn't matter. Ravi smiled and said only this: "The world doesn't need heroes who fly. Sometimes it needs those who sweep and whisper to the sky." After the assembly, more people began arriving early. They sat in silence with Ravi. Sometimes students, sometimes teachers. No one spoke, but everyone felt something shift, and slowly they understood. Ravi wasn't just cleaning the school. He was clearing the energy. He didn't teach lessons, but he taught everyone how to start the day with peace. Ravi retired after 30 years. The school cried. They gave him gifts and speeches, but the biggest gift came months later. One morning, a student came early. He took a broom and began to sweep the stairs. The cycle continued because real light never leaves. It just finds new hands to carry it. You may not wear a uniform. You may not hold a microphone. You may not be known, but your quiet kindness, your hidden rituals, your whispered prayers, they matter. They change things. This is Mindful Ascend, and you are the light someone never knew they needed. Like and subscribe to our channel.